Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. It's been a long time since I've played, but I have actually been ill. I was diagnosed with asthma. In the meantime, it made me lose my voice and my hearing. But I'm back now. Carry on from where we left off. There's been a lot of updates since I last played. And since then, I've noticed that we've got hotels and restaurants and all sorts of stuff. So I've changed some stuff I made previously. I've now added the restaurant stalls from the ones I made from scratch. I've done them on the two picnic areas I've done, and I've also changed the inside of the restaurant I made, the saloon. And now we're just back to trying to work out what needs doing, really. I've done a few other bits as well. I've added a sign there to the water ride, the log flume. I've got to put a video in that for the log flume. That'll be another thing at a later date. Biggest thing is I have to try and remember how to play, because I ain't played for about a year. And got loads of updates. I've bought all the updates, the expansion packs, just to see how it goes. Unfortunately, we still don't have, as in pools. They're still not gone that way. If they do bring them in, I might delete my pool, but I don't see it happening. So I'm just looking around what we've done and what we plan to do next. Okay, my next thing, I want to put a new water ride in on my boats. I see they've got two versions of boats, and we should put the one where you got the rail under the water, because I think that's a little better, because it'd be on a lake. Now I did notice, I will have to say, all the video we're going to do now is going to be destroyed. Not all of it. The part we're making now where the water ride is, because I found a bug and I could not get round it to wherever it happens. You notice where I'm actually making the hole in the ground, or extending the hole in the ground, all my water's disappeared. I thought, oh, fair enough. I thought at the time while I was making it, I thought, no problem, I'll just fill it back up in a minute and I'll get the lake finished. Well, that never happened. It just went lower, and it wasn't just this part here. I've noticed it on other parts of the water, and they just will not fill back up. I don't know if it's a bug or what, or you can only have so much water in the park. If that goes down to my computer saying you've got too much water, I don't know, but I tried for hours trying to get the water to go back where it was. I'll show you later. I've actually got it on video where I tried to actually fix it, and I should post it on the forum saying, okay, is this a bug or was this something I can't remember how to get round. In the meantime, let's play around and do some sculpting on the land. What I end up doing is changing the ride to the log flume version, but still having the boats to solve the problem with the lake, and that stopped all my water disappearing, and we had to let a ride. So it's not too bad, but we get there in the end. So that was the original plan, and to build a couple of buildings to go with the ride. So I thought to myself, okay, the idea behind this was to have a bit like the train ride, sort of like goes around the park, and have as 2 or 3 stations. But because we had the problem, it ended up becoming a bit of a nightmare, and we decided to change it. So I decided to build a base around the first stop, And I thought what I'll do, I shall borrow the roof off the saloon and add it to this one here. So I basically built some columns and adding the roof up. Trying to get all lined. Like I said, I've not played it for such a while. It was a bit of a nightmare trying to work out what does what. We get there in the end. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Having fun, learning the game. So the plan is, when we get this roof on, then to put a roof along the walkway, which runs alongside the saloon, what we've got across the other side of the river. I want to modify that. I'm going to cut it shorter and basically add them together as one set up. Well, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes as we make it. We don't know at this time if it works, but we'll see as it all goes and see what other features we end up changing. So now we're just going to get the walkway finished. Don't worry, we don't change much of it. As I said, we're going to delete most of this. Is all going to be destroyed because of the water bug. But we still keep the idea more or less identical, and we change it to the other ride. So here's the other version. It's a pity that I can't have it like I wanted to with a nice wider lake. As I said, I've got this water bug, just drove me nuts. So I just want to, we've done it inside of the hotel and got the walkway done. Just want to get some decorations up. It comes out quite nice at the end of the day. I should add another ride next to it. I'm thinking about putting out the tower, the all-seeing tower, whatever it's called, the viewing tower. It's another ride I've not seen. They've added somewhere along the line since I last played. I thought I'd change the sign on the restaurant. I think I would have called it the boat ride or the boat restaurant, something like that. I've not made my mind up yet. I should work that out. Just got everything set. Do I want it? I'm not quite sure if I'll keep those. I'm thinking about changing it to a rock arch, like a rock arch going across. Be a bit different. Now, I'm not quite happy. I don't know if that did that before, but I cannot get rid of the hole going in the ground. Put a step down, it seems to make a hole in the ground. I don't know if that was like that before when I used to play. I really can't remember. I did delete the path about 5 times to see if I can get rid of it. And every time I put the steps in or the slope in, it came back. One of those things, I suppose. Not a lot I can do about it. So add a bit of foliage, fill up the stuff, see what we come up with. It's all good fun at the end of the day. So I'm trying to get back into the game. So that I deliberately actually stopped playing the game. It's like, as I said, I got diagnosed with asthma. It took them 4 months, mind you, to tell me that I had asthma. In the meantime, I was like dying. Could not breathing, could not know anything else, couldn't hear. But anyway, we got there in the end. They gave me some right stuff. Allowed me to breathe again. I'm not sure what took longest. I think my hearing took me. Must have took a good 4 or 5 months to get my hearing back properly. And the worst of it, if I get a slight cold, my left ear still goes dead. So we'll just see. Oh, and on top of that, I'll let you know I also had a heart attack. So that stuffed me as well. So I had a bit of a funny year this year. I don't know if it's because okay, in the UK we had an absolute nightmare of a drought. 5 months, it was absolutely roasting. So that was probably the main cause of it. Being too flipping hot. And not getting enough work done. Because we, gardening wise, as I said before, I'm a gardener. There weren't a lot to do. All the grass died everywhere, so there weren't no lawns to cut or repair. So it became a nightmare. No one wanted to buy no plants because they just kept dying. Even though we didn't actually have a water drought, not in the area where I live. It was in some places, but not where I live. So yeah, it was like, okay, got all this time to myself to play games, but okay, Planet Coaster. I don't really want to play the game unless I'm actually recording stuff I'm doing. So it was just one of those things happened. It just sat there until now. And now I've got, as I said, got to try and figure out how to play again. See what updates does what. Now, another thing I have definitely noticed. When I used to play this hardly ever crashed. Now, I've had quite a few crashes since it's come back. I'm actually reinstalling my PC, see if that was the bug. And that never solved the problem. So, somewhere along the line, I think I read on the net, 1.8 update has caused all sorts of problems, and I think that's what's causing me a problem, especially where I'm crashing. If anyone of you got that sort of problems as well, always let me know. Just to say it's not me. And on top of that, I know my health's crap, as I just told you. But I hope you lot out there are all fine and living a good life. And we'll see what happens next. So now I've just gone over to the next stop and working out what I should do next. What I'm going to do a similar setup as the other one. So we could do some, 6 columns and a roof. I will have a different building, and I'll add that later. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the park yet. But in the meantime, we shall stick a roof on this one. Get it out of the way. So I'm just adding some columns, trying to line them all up as possible, so we get the roof on. Doing the old brick columns. These ones are the long ones. They should be good enough for the time being. What I'm going to do is put the roof the other way round, so they come in going the same way as the boats. I'm going to do it the opposite direction, just to make it look a bit different. and we'll add all the foliage and items inside at a later date. As I said, we should add another building to it, but we'll do that later. I'm going to carry on with the western theme all the way through the park. I want to make another one. We'll do a mixture, so we can set up the scenery properly, where we do a winter theme, sort of western theme, and horror theme, all in the park. Be a bit different. It's a pity they didn't add this ride in the beginning. Because otherwise, what I could have done, I could have had a boat ride, a long boat ride. But we've got the train, and then we can mix it up with a boat. But I can't really do a lot about that now. So I've only made it short. So like you come off the train station, and you can jump on the boat and go around the other part of the park. But I suppose that's life. But I don't know. Even though the game's great, as I think I've said before, it's gone forward in one way and then backwards in another way. So in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, we had water rides, swimming pools, and all sorts of stuff, even wildlife. And we don't have that in this one. Okay, the graphics are 1,000 times better. It's nice in 3D and all sorts of stuff. But I don't know. You're taking out features. Features I thought was better, and also the pathing I think was also in one way a better idea. It was easier to do, easier to adapt. But that's life. I'm just trying to look at bringing these columns up. But I don't want them to flash. Now, I suppose going down the engine, I have seen where in some games years ago, I've not seen it for a while, where they used to have I think it's called splines, where you can stretch something. It doesn't actually damage the texture. Could have been ideal for this game, considering where we got fences and all sorts of stuff. I suppose in one way you think, okay, yeah, it's good that we don't screw up the textures. But another way, okay, if I can make a 50-foot fence instead of putting 50 items down, yeah, it'd be easier. But okay, is that good for building, for people who like building stuff? I don't know. It goes both ways, I think. Just adding another block on top. Make life easy. So I added the block to the centre set of pillars, so I can stick the roof on. Just seeing how it lines up. Trying to get it right. If you see there, I can't understand. I've never look at where the arrows are. It's not like left, right. It's at an angle. Not quite sure if there's a way around that. Like I said, it's a long time since I played it. Find out with the special techniques, but at the moment we just have to do it this way. It's all good fun, as I said before. And yeah, I did sort of cheat where I thought, well, I'm certainly not adding 200 of these things together again. Well, actually it's about 1,000, I think, on the saloon. Took me forever. I thought I'd just grab a big row of them and bring it over, copy paste. I can't say no to that feature. It certainly made my life easier. Yeah, I could always cheat and obviously just build a building with the normal setting stuff. I thought now I want to build something from scratch. Rather do that. Takes 10 times longer, mind you, but it's still fun. I'm trying to keep the theme throughout the park. So there it is with the roof on. Now I just want to get a fence go around it. Probably end up taking the fence out at a later date. Like I said, I've got to add a building to it. What type of building I'm going to put on next to it, I don't know yet. I'll probably end up adding more boats. So what, 6? I'll probably find out 6 is not enough. I'll probably end up having to do something like 9 or something. I've only got 2 stops, not 3. Yeah, so I've got to put things like lights inside. I'm not sure if I'll put lights in the other one. I'll have to check. No, that's too long. Got to get a short one. And I've got to put another sign on. I've got to work out what I'm going to call this one. Boat stop 2 or something, I don't know. I have to work that out. I should try and get this park finished by Christmas. That's the plan. But don't quote me on it. I know, you know what it's like. You're never satisfied. Always notice something. I've got a space there, I need to fill it up with something. Do a garden or put a building there. Just have to see. See how it goes. Just checking the way the fence looks. Might change its colour. Like I said, I won't do that until do the next building. Probably got to move those paths because that column's in the way. But again, that's another thing. At a later date. Put some foliage and some rocks around those holes. I don't remember it doing that before. I can't remember it doing that before, but it's been a long time since I've played. See how it goes. So moving on, we've added the ride, the sky ride or whatever it's called, and I thought, okay, try and make it look like the Western theme. But I'll raise it off the ground slightly and stick the wooden post all the way around it. Slowly but surely we get round there. I don't know how many bits we got. Get to a certain position, then you grab 15 or 20 of them and just copy and paste all the way around. Make life easy. Just remember that. Make life easy. Copy paste. It's a great feature in the game. You know, you end up having to change the angles of everything. that's life. Get a path in. I know the game likes short paths. I don't actually try and make it short paths. I know I've read loads of places where you should only make short paths and not long paths. So people complain. But if I make short paths, that means you've got to put twice as many rides in. That's a dead cert. So now we just want to get the old decorations in. See how it goes. Do this bit at a fast pace. Get it nice and sorted. Although it's nothing seems to come under Western, but it comes under Desert. Got the rocks. And when we've done this, we'll have a look at what we've built in total. I would have done some other bits on fast pace, but it's taken me about 2 hours to figure out how to get it on fast pace. I said I've not made a video for a year, so I've got to try and learn all this as well. It's all good fun. Try to put some couple of skulls, some wheels all the way around the outside of the wall. Try and get the Western theme. Some lamp posts in. I noticed that where you can actually make your own tabs now. So I suppose ideally I want to make one, put everything under Western, all the Western items I use. Do that in the next part. And I also noticed that you got a tool set now. It'd be nice if I could use Blender. I have got Blender, but I can't work it out. I'm too old to do all this sort of stuff. I suppose if I didn't know how to do it, I'd probably never get no work done. Because you're making items. Some nice lights up. I might actually put these lights all the way around it. Give it some nice bright, not just on the entrance. I'll make mine up over the next couple of days. See what I think. A little bad in the dark. Do the exit as well. See, I'm not used to doing videos. I don't mind having on fast pace, but I like to have the camera stationary when I'm doing things, because I'm probably like most people, when I'm moving the camera left and right at 100 miles an hour, it drives me nuts. And I know I've done it on this last 5 minutes. But hopefully we won't have that problem in the future. Now I know how to do it. But there we go. We see. Okay. Well, let's see what we've done. We've got the hotel. I might change this to a garden. I ain't maybe mine up yet. Been a hotel, restaurant. So we go in. The hotel restaurant there. I may put a door at the back end. Let's put some more tables on the seating area outside, looking over at the ride. I ain't maybe mine up yet. It's the toilet on the left. I don't know if this will actually ever get used. I don't know how the game mechanics work. I know they've got tables, but I'm not really seeing anyone use any on. I've been testing them out on the other park. So we come over to the ride, the Sky Tower, Sky Watchtower. I had to quickly change the path, put a priority path in. I've not done that for the boat path. I'll probably end up putting a priority path in. I just got to change the paths around because obviously the main path is next to the house, so I'll have to change it. Entrance and exit round the opposite way. But I should do that on the next episode, well, off camera, and we'll carry on. We've got these wide parts of the river bank, or the ride bank. I should put a waterfall in there, so it looks like it's some sort of rush. I don't think it looks too bad at the end of the day. It's come out looks bad, even though I did use a building I already had. You know, but changed it a bit. The old crocodiles or alligators or whatever they were, I can't remember now. If you look, see if you notice that the water is quite low. I can't get it going higher. I don't know why. And as I said earlier, I shall put another building on the end of that. Make something when I connect all the paths up. At this time I don't know what to do. But there we are. And I will see you in the next episode. Blitz out. Have fun.